These mighty gods of thunder are famous in pop culture today, in movies and TV shows. Yes, we're talking about none other than Thor and Zeus. But today, we're going to be looking at these gods in their original views, through mythology. Who is who when it comes to the gods of thunder? And the ultimate question, who is stronger or more powerful? And of course, can Zeus lift Thor's Molnir? Stick around to find out, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like. The Greek and Norse gods of thunder are from different cultures, religions, and time periods. Are they similar, or are they not similar? Zeus is the ruler of all gods. He was the most respected and powerful god of all, the god of law, fate, and weather. He has order over the Olympians and the mortals. Zeus's weather powers are primarily thunder and lightning. The Greeks and Romans worshipped Zeus, or Jupiter, and was in the area where is now known as Italy and Greece. On the other hand, Thor is a master of lightning, and has Molnir as well. The Norse were in the areas now known as Scandinavia, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, and Germany. When people heard thunder and saw lightning in the sky, they knew that Thor was fighting these evil giants. Now let's take a look at their families. Zeus's father, Cronus, was tyrannical. He ate his children because he was afraid they would overthrow him. Rhea, Cronus's wife, took Zeus and protected Zeus from Cronus to take the life of his father later. Zeus was ready to overthrow his cruel father and avenge the siblings that Cronus had swallowed. Thor's father, on the other hand, was Odin, the king of Asgard. The sky goddess Frigg was Odin's wife and the patron of marriage, children, and households. Odin was a good god. He was loving and funny. But while Odin appealed to the educated and noble classes in the society, Thor was associated with weather and power and crops and was a protector of the farmers. Although he could be fearsome, many myths portray him in a comic and affectionate way. Now, what about siblings? Zeus's brother, Poseidon, was a destroying force. He was the master of the sea and the earth. Poseidon didn't care who he was judging, but he was just in his actions. He even tried to take the life of the hero Odysseus because Odysseus had taken the life of a Cyclops. Poseidon had lots of other brothers and sisters other than Zeus. Thor's mischievous brother was the god of tricks. He was just as destructive as Poseidon and caused chaos to the lands. Loki, a cunning trickster, sometimes helped the other gods but more often caused trouble because of his spiteful, destructive nature. Now let's talk love lives. Zeus had 7 wives and many lovers, but the most popular has to be Hera, on whom Zeus always cheats on, sometimes with other goddesses and other times with humans. And for this reason, Hera has her reasons of wanting revenge from him. While Thor had his wife Sif. His wife was a beautiful goddess, who seldom appears in myths and remains somewhat a mysterious figure. Next, children. Zeus had Athena and Hercules, but I'm only going to talk about Hercules. Hercules was a normal human, then he found his strength and found out his real father was Zeus. After many trials, he became a god instead of a godlike hero. Unlike other heroes who died and were buried, Hercules eventually became immortal and was worshipped as a god by both Greeks and Romans. While Thor's son, Balder, was trying to survive the Great War with the other gods and saved the world from a blazing destruction. After 3 bitter winters with no summers in between, great wars had erupted throughout the world and a fire had destroyed everything. However, Balder, Thor's son, and some minor gods survived. Now you might be thinking, Zeus and Thor, though both gods of thunder, aren't anything alike. Well, you're right. The only actual similarity these two figures have is the fact that they are gods of thunder, literally. So let's take a look at the powers these gods of thunder possess. Zeus' symbol is a giant lightning bolt, and the symbol of this lightning bolt is actually his weapon as well. He uses that lightning bolt when he is enraged, especially with people who don't give him his sacrifice, and strikes them lifeless with a thunderbolt for their mockery. The thunderbolt was given to him after he rescued the Cyclops in the course of the struggle between the Titans and the Olympians. The thunderbolt permits Zeus to throw down lightning bolts as if some sort of projectile, smiting anybody who dares to defy his bidding. Zeus uses the thunderbolt in particular to guard the people of Mount Olympus. Zeus is the god of law and social order, yet he came to power through a very violent revolution. Zeus, as we all know, is the king of all Greek gods. He was the protector of humanity and has the highest god status of all. He could even shapeshift into anyone and animal he wanted to. Zeus was the most important deity of ancient Greece, the leader of the gods and the all-powerful, overseer of earthly events and human destiny. Thor's symbol was his hammer, Molnir. He uses that weapon with the lightning as well. He uses this weapon to save his realm. His hammer symbolized the crackle of thunder. Thor is generally depicted as a good-natured god, but has a hot temper, and his anger was dreadful to behold. He is portrayed as a huge, strongly built, red-bearded fellow with a huge appetite. Thor is the prince of Asgard and protects the lands of Asgard, ranked as the second most important Norse deity. So, if we take status in comparison, Zeus is technically ranked higher than Thor because Zeus is seen as a king, while Thor is a prince. On the other hand, Zeus is the strongest, most powerful god on Earth, whereas Thor is the second strongest god in all the 9 realms. Therefore, he's not just the strongest being on the planet, but the entire cosmos. Now, who would win in a fight? In Marvel Comics, both Zeus and Hercules are Greek gods or demigods stronger than Thor. However, objectively speaking, when it comes to the actual myth, few gods can beat Thor in terms of strength. There are Greek gods who could potentially be stronger than Thor, like that of Atlas, who was strong enough to hold the entire world on his shoulders, and the demigod Hercules, whose strength as half-mortal was enough to rival the gods. But Thor was known for his strength, and when it comes to Zeus, looking into Greek mythology, Zeus being physically strong isn't something that is specifically portrayed. He is many things. He is wise, he is jealous, he is powerful, and being powerful and being strong are two different things. Zeus is amorous, and he is even intelligent at times, and let's not forget, vindictive. However, no myth describes him as having an excessive amount of strength. On the other hand, looking into Norse mythology, it is very explicit that Thor possesses great strength. He is the strongest god among all the Aesir gods, and there are numerous examples of his great strength, defeating giants and so forth. However, just because Thor is the stronger one of the two doesn't necessarily mean he'd beat Zeus in a fight. Of the two, Zeus is obviously the more powerful. He's more intelligent and has more magic and tricks up his sleeve. Thor might be able to best Zeus in an arm wrestling match. However, in a fight to death, Zeus would almost certainly be the victor, especially since he is immortal. But the Norse gods can die. Therefore, it seems as though Thor would be the stronger of the two gods. Zeus is likely the more powerful one. And finally, the ultimate question: can Zeus lift Thor's hammer? But before anything, it must be mentioned, the rules and laws of who can lift Thor's hammer are different in mythology than they are in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In the original tales, lifting Thor's hammer, Molnir, was merely a matter of strength. Many people in the stories lifted Molnir, including Thor's sons, Loki, the dwarves who created it, a giant who stole it. However, in the Marvel Universe, The hammer is turned into a symbol of worthiness. The only beings who can lift the hammer are those who are worthy to do so.
I'm still worthy.
To be worthy, a person must embody all the characteristics that make up a true hero. Strength, a good heart, loyalty, compassion, leadership skills, etc. So, according to mythic rules, Zeus likely could lift Thor's hammer. He's very strong, even if he might not be stronger than Thor, but it would be a shame if the most powerful god of gods couldn't wield Molnir. According to MCU rules, however, Zeus wouldn't be able to lift Thor's hammer because he is not a worthy hero. He's often petty, vindictive, cares more about himself than others, is disloyal, and has little control of his desires, and is, in a sense, emotionally and mentally weak for women. So, to sum it up, while Zeus is the more powerful god overall, Thor is likely stronger. However, in a fight to death, Zeus would win because he's immortal. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Comment down in the section below and let us know who you think is the ultimate god of thunder. If you liked our video, don't forget to subscribe and follow our channel for more videos like this one.